In the midst of the hectic schedule of the South Korean entertainment industry, surprising news came from Park Jimin, one of the BTS members who is known to always be close to the members and is rarely seen traveling without them or without an official agenda. This time, it was not a stage performance, nor a diplomatic visit, nor an international musical collaboration, but a private vacation that he took alone. Photos and videos circulated on social media showed Jimin enjoying time at a location not immediately identified by the public, sparking wild speculation among fans about the purpose of the trip. But what made a splash was not just the fact that he was on vacation, but because he was doing it alone, without the other BTS members present. The silence from HYB's side made this mystery even thicker. There was no official statement, no clarification, not even a post directly telling the public where he was. Fans began to wonder if this was just a casual vacation or a sign of the distance that was beginning to form between Jimin and the group that has raised his name for more than a decade. BTS is a group whose career journey has become part of global music history. Their every move is always considered, every decision is analyzed, and every interaction between members is often used as a subject of discussion in fan forums. So when Jimin, who is known to have close relationships and sweet interactions with the members, chooses to go alone, it automatically raises big questions. On Twitter, the hashtags #WhereIsBTS and #JiminSoloTrip immediately became trending, with thousands of comments trying to guess the reason behind this decision. Some consider this a natural moment for a personal break, while others begin to speculate the presence of tension that has not been seen in front of the cameras. Observant fans began to notice small details from photos uploaded by people who happened to meet Jimin at his vacation location. Some photos show him sitting alone in a cafe with a view of the beach, wearing casual clothes, a bucket hat, and a mask. His expression seemed calm, but for fans who were used to reading their idol's body language, there was the impression that his gaze was a little blank, as if he was thinking about something heavy. There is also a short video of a tourist who accidentally recorded Jimin walking on the beach at dusk. In the video, he walks slowly while occasionally kicking the sand, then stops staring at the sea for a while before stepping back. The scene sparked a long discussion. Was he enjoying the quiet, or was he pondering? The agency has never restricted members from taking private vacations, especially during the group's hiatus, due to the military service that some members are undergoing. However, usually the members' holidays are at least shared to social media, whether in the form of photos or videos that show that they are doing well. This time it was different. Jimin did not post anything on his official account, only appearing through other people's uploads. This pattern reminds some fans of the period in which certain idols choose to disappear for a moment from the public spotlight for personal reasons, be it for mental recovery, career contemplation, or avoiding certain rumors. The phenomenon of silent vacation, like this, is rare in K-pop, especially for idols like Jimin, whose interaction with fans is very intense. Speculation went wild when some fans linked this holiday to the small changes they have noticed in recent months. At online events and social media interactions, Jimin began to rarely reply to BTS members' comments. At certain moments, he was even seen keeping a little distance while at events together, despite still being friendly. For fans who've been following them since their debut, this small change feels significant. Although there is no clear evidence yet, public perception of the relationship between members is very sensitive. Any change, even one that may just be a coincidence, can easily trigger a wave of rumors. On the other hand, there were also fans who defended Jimin, emphasizing that everyone has the right to have personal time without it always having to be interpreted as an internal problem. They caution that being a member of a global group like BTS means always being under pressure, and taking a vacation alone can be an important form of self-care. "He's only human. He needs time for himself," wrote one user on an international fan forum. This view is quite supportive, considering that in previous interviews, Jimin had mentioned that he often felt the need to calm down in the middle of a busy schedule. Even so, the media began to glance at this phenomenon, writing articles questioning whether this solo vacation was a sign that Jimin was preparing for something outside of BTS. Some entertainment columnists even alluded to the possibility of a major solo project being kept secret. Given his successful solo career with previous albums, it is not impossible that he is indeed designing a new step that requires a temporary distance from the life of the group. However, what makes this narrative even more dramatic is the fact that all of this happened when BTS was still on a hiatus due to military service. The decision to vacation alone in the midst of this situation makes it seem like an implicit message. Not a few also see this as part of a deliberate media strategy. In the entertainment world, creating curiosity is one of the most effective ways to keep a name relevant. By not sharing holiday details and leaving the public to speculate, Jimin and his team may just be building momentum for a big announcement. This is certainly just a guess, but if true, this move is very smart because it keeps the public talking about it without him having to do direct promotion. Meanwhile, on social media, fans continue to share their theories. There are those that combine clues from the clothes he wears, the location that is estimated based on the background of the photo, to his little habits such as the type of drink he orders at the cafe. All the pieces of information are assembled into speculative narratives that are sometimes even more dramatic than reality. This phenomenon shows how strong the emotional attachment of fans to their idols is. Every small gesture becomes the subject of analysis, every choice of clothes becomes a gesture, and every silence is perceived as a message. When viewed from a broader perspective, Jimin's solo vacation can be read as a reflection of the natural dynamics in a large group. BTS have been together for years, going through the never-ending peaks of success, industry pressure, and public expectations. On that journey, every member must have a moment where they want to reorganize personal priorities. A break, distance, or time alone does not mean a split, but rather part of the process of maintaining mental and emotional health. However, since BTS is a global phenomenon, their every move always looks bigger than it really is. Until now, Jimin still has not given a public statement regarding this holiday. HYBE remained silent, allowing the situation to develop organically. The silence of these two parties actually makes the narrative among fans even more varied, ranging from simple ones like "Jimin needs a break" to more complex ones like "Jimin is preparing a new era that will change BTS forever." In this uncertainty, one thing is certain: Jimin's presence, both on stage and out of the spotlight, will always captivate the world's attention, and behind all the speculation, there is a simple but powerful picture: a man who chooses to walk alone on the seashore, looking at the vast ocean in front of him. Whether it's a symbol of freedom, a search for answers, or simply enjoying the afternoon breeze, that moment will forever be imprinted in the memories of his fans as the day when Jimin decided to take his own step, even if only temporarily.